Welcome to our meditation today around our wealth. We're going to take a journey and see what our future has in store for us around our wealth. So as we do that, please put all your attention on your feet and toes. And as you're putting your attention there, you're noticing how relaxed your feet and toes are becoming. As you breathe in a deep breath, you realize that relaxation is now traveling up your legs, settling behind your knees. And as you exhale, you become deeper and deeper relaxed. You're noticing your breath, and as you breathe in a deep breath now, the relaxation is traveling up your legs and settling into your hips and lower back. And as you exhale, that relaxation gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And on your next deep breath, that relaxation travels up into your chest, settles around your heart, and all of your organs are so relaxed. And as you exhale, it becomes a deeper relaxation. And as you breathe in again, you notice that relaxation traveling down your arms and settling into your hands and fingers. And you're noticing just how relaxed you are. As you exhale, that relaxation becomes so deep. As you breathe in, that wonderful relaxation travels up your neck, settles behind your jaw, and you're now so relaxed as you become deeper and deeper. And as you take this next deep breath, the relaxation travels all the way up behind your eyes, into your head, and all of the conscious thoughts just flitter away. They flitter away as you become so deeply relaxed. So now I'd like you to take a deep life breath together. You're going to breathe in on the count of 4. You're going to hold for the count of 4. And you're going to exhale for the count of 4. So on this first deep life breath, as you breathe in, you're going to release your grounding cord, either from your tailbone or the bottom of your feet. And as you hold, it's going to easily and effortlessly travel all the way down to the center of the earth. And as you exhale, you're going to anchor into the center of the earth. However you anchor is perfect for you. It could be an actual anchor. It could become a hook. You could tie it around a boulder, or you could actually plant it, root it right into the center of the earth. However you anchor is perfect for you. So breathe in, releasing your grounding cord, and hold as it easily and effortlessly burrows down to the center of the earth. And exhale, anchoring your grounding cord into the center, and hold again as you feel what it feels like to be so anchored and so grounded. On this next life breath, as we breathe in, we're going to imagine the crown of our head opening up and our connection to Source easily and effortlessly plugging right into that connection. Now, your definition of Source is yours and yours alone. How you decide to plug into that energy is perfect for you. It could be a beam of light. Could tune into the frequency with an antenna, or it could be an actual plug leaving the crown of your head. So as you breathe in, you're going to notice that it travels all the way up to Source, and as you exhale, you're going to connect or plug into Source the best way it serves you. So breathe in and hold as your connection to Source plugs in, and exhale, feeling what it feels like. Hold again, feeling what it feels like to be so connected to Source. Take a moment as your breath comes back to normal. As you notice what you're noticing, being connected and grounded. And then notice if there's any energy inside of your body or in your aura that is no longer serving you. Just notice that energy. And on this next deep life breath, as we breathe in, we're going to easily and effortlessly gather all of that energy. And as we hold, we're going to give that energy love and light and gratitude because it served an amazing purpose. And as you exhale, you're going to send that energy down into the earth, where it will be rejuvenated. So as you're noticing that energy that is no longer serving you, let's breathe in, gathering all of that energy, and hold, giving that energy love and light and gratitude. And exhale, sending that energy right down to the center of the earth. And hold again and notice what you notice. We're going to do one more deep life breath to gather energy, just to make sure we got all the energy that's no longer serving you. So breathe in, finding the last little bit of energy, and hold, giving that energy love and light and gratitude. And exhale, sending that down to the center of the earth. And holding again, noticing what you notice. Beautiful. So on our next life breath, we're going to breathe in the gold love and light directly from Source. It's going to pour into the crown of your head as well as breathe in as you take this deep life breath. So breathe in and hold, giving that energy love and light and gratitude. And exhale, sending it through every cell in your body, filling all the spaces that were left open from the energy that you left. And hold, to feel what it feels like to be bathed in that gold love and light. One more time as you breathe in, that gold love and light, and hold, giving it love and gratitude. And exhale, sending it through every cell in your body, pouring over your aura. So now I'd like you to ask your intuition to come out and join you. However your intuition appears is perfect for you. Your intuition can appear in ways that has always appeared, a new way. Your intuition can be something you see or hear or feel or just know is with you. And your intuition is going to take you to the most beautiful forest that you've ever seen. It can be a forest that you visited before. It could be a forest that you've imagined in your mind. But you find yourself in the most magnificent forest. Notice what you notice. What are you seeing? Are you seeing the animals and the trees? What are you feeling? Are you feeling the breeze on your cheek? The grass on your feet? What are you hearing? Are you hearing the sounds of the forest, the birds, the animals? Maybe there's some water running near your forest and you can hear the water trickling. Or maybe you just know that you're in the most beautiful forest there is. And your intuition is going to show you a path, an easy and effortless path for you to walk along. As you're looking up and seeing the canopies of the trees, whether they're a heavy canopy or you can see this bright blue sky. You can hear the leaves and the needles, pine needles crumpling under your feet. And you just go along this beautiful path in your forest. And as you come around the bend, you find an amazing garden. It's open. It has the most beautiful flowers that you've ever seen. It has a little garden gate that as you walk up to it, it just opens itself. And the moment you walk through into this garden, you feel so peaceful. You feel so relaxed as you're walking in to your garden. Take a minute to smell the roses if you have roses. Smell the flowers. Know that you're in your safe space. The garden is the most beautiful thing you've seen. Maybe it has some vegetables in it, or just flowers or trees or bushes. And just know that this is an amazing space for you to come at any time you want to feel peaceful and connected. You notice as you keep walking, the garden just keeps expanding larger and larger till it becomes the most perfect size for you. Maybe it has a gate around it, a fence all the way around it, a tall fence, a short fence. Maybe it has vines growing up the sides. Maybe it's like a secret garden where no one from the outside can see. And the only reason you were able to see it is because your intuition brought you here. And I want you to find the bench. The beautiful bench in your garden. Just walk over and take a seat on your bench. It's a super comfortable bench. It's almost like when you sit down, you meld with it. It supports you. It feels amazing. It's beautiful. Everything about this garden and this bench meets the most perfect environment for you. What you're seeing is very pleasing. What you're hearing sounds amazing. What you're feeling, the peace and the relaxation, and also what are you feeling by sitting in the bench and walking through the forest. And just knowing that you and your intuition are one with the garden. I want you to notice that when you sat down on the bench, that your grounding cord expanded to the width of the bench. And your connection to Source widened to the width of the bench. And you are so firmly grounded and rooted, as well as so vibrantly connected to Source. Your intuition is there with you. Now your intuition would like to invite a visitor into your garden. And you're at peace. You're like, yes, of course. So as you notice, a bench across from you appears. And you notice that who's coming to sit with you is your older self. It's your self 10 years from now. Your older self is sitting there across from you. You feel connected because you're in your sacred garden. Your older self, your 10-year older self, is coming and is grounded and connected into Source, is mirroring your connection. And your future self is sitting there 10 years from now and is going to share your future wealth picture. Your future self is going to tell you what it's like with your wealth 10 years from now. Your future self has nothing negative to say. Your future self knows the journey you're going to go on so you can reach these goals. So listen, watch, feel, and know what the beautiful picture your future self paints for you. Know it like you know yourself. Feel it, connect to it. Ask questions for clarity if you need. Is your future self showing you a movie? Is it giving you words? Is it just this feeling of abundance that you know? Or do you just know the wealth that waits you 10 years from now? Because you're in this garden, your future self is only bringing the positive, motivating, inspiring words, pictures, and sounds, feelings, and knowings. So now that you have that picture, I'd like you to ask your 10 years future self, what does your future self want you to know? What does your future self want you to know? What does it want to tell you? What is the learning your future self wants you to learn? So now you know your picture, what's in store for you 10 years from now. You know what your future self wants you to know, what it wants to tell you, what learnings it wants you to have. And now I'd like you to ask your 10-year future self, what is one inspired action that it knows that when you take it, you'll be on your way to this beautiful picture. So now that you have this beautiful picture 10 years from now, your learnings and an inspired action, thank your 10-year future self. Thank your intuition. And notice as they're leaving, someone else is coming. The person who's now coming is a mentor of yours. Now, this mentor could be someone you actually know in person. It could be someone that's inspired you from afar. But it's someone that supports you with their teachings, with their learnings around your wealth. So as your mentor comes and takes a seat on the bench, you notice your mentor is as grounded and connected as you are. And you notice that their vibration is in the high levels of wealth manifestation. Now, this mentor sees something in you that you have not been able to see in yourself regarding your wealth. So I'd like you to ask your mentor sitting across from you there on your bench, what is the one thing that they truly see in you that you haven't had an opportunity to see in yourself? Now, this mentor could be someone from the now or the past or the future. It could be someone that's there representing what you already know about yourself. This mentor doesn't have to have met you, but because we're so connected energetically, they know what they see in you. So now I'd like you to ask your mentor, what is a learning that you deserve to learn, that once you learn it, your journey to wealth, that picture that you just saw from your 10-year-old self is going to be easier and effortlessly more available to you. So what is the learning your mentor has for you? And then I'd like you to ask your mentor, what is an inspired action that once you come back into the physical world, you'll be inspired and internally motivated to take this action to grow your wealth? Beautiful. I want you to thank your mentor for coming and visiting. And as your mentor gets up to leave, you're noticing that someone else is coming to sit with you. And this person that's coming to sit with you is your higher self as you are today. So right across from you is your higher self, your pure connection to Source. Yourself with no negative emotions or limiting decisions, no parts. Just your true divine being sitting across from you as you are today. And I'd like you to ask them, what do they see in you that you do not see in yourself until now? What do they see in you that you've not been able to see in yourself until now? And then I'd like you to ask them, what is a learning that you deserve to learn about yourself that you haven't been able to learn until just now? Seeing the picture of your 10-year-old self's wealth, seeing and hearing what your mentor sees in you. And now, what is a learning that you deserve to learn? And so now I'd like you to ask your higher self, who you truly are right now, what is an inspired action step that you can take to come back into the physical world to start your journey on your wealth? That image you saw 10 years from now, what is something that you can take an inspired action? And so now I'd like you to notice that the bench has grown across from you, and all three versions of you are sitting across from you now. Your mentor, your 10-year self, and your true divine self sitting across from you on the bench. And now I'd like them together to show you a picture of your wealth, what it looks like by the end of this year. So at the end of this calendar year, I want each of them to share with you some pieces of what your wealth will look like at the end of this year. They're going to show you an amazing picture or sounds. You can have some amazing feelings or knowings. They're going to paint the beautiful picture of what your wealth looks 1 year from now, or by the end of this year. Notice who you're with. Notice what you're doing. Notice the numbers in your bank account, or the number of clients on your client list, or the number of paid speaking engagements that you have, or just the wealth that you manifested from vibrating high. Just see what your life around your wealth looks like by the end of this year. And knowing that your 10-year future self, your mentor who sees so much in you, and your higher divine self see this for you. Trust that that's what will happen. Trust the inspired actions that come to you. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. Trust your genius. And so now, I'd like you to thank each one individually. And as you thank them, you're going to notice that each one has a gift for you. So as you get up from your bench and you walk over to your 10-year future self, they're going to hand you a gift. That gift is going to be an amazing representation for you to hold in your body, to hold in your heart or your head. Just notice your gift, and then notice that gift turning into a ball of energy that you can hold in your hands. That ball of energy that holds the gift from your 10-year future self. And ask that ball of energy, where does it want to live in your body? Does it want to live in your head, in your throat, in your third eye, in your heart, in your solar plexus or sacral, or maybe in your root? And just easily and effortlessly place that energy ball into the part of the body it wants to live. And just take a deep breath, feeling what you feel, seeing what you see, hearing what you hear, and knowing what you know now that this gift has been integrated. So now, I'd like you to walk over to your mentor. And they're going to have a gift for you. I want you to thank your mentor for being here today. And they're going to have a gift for you. And I want you to take that gift and I want you to hold it in your hands as it turns into a ball of energy. And that ball of energy, ask that ball of energy, where does it want to live in your body? In your head, in your third eye, in your throat, or your heart, your solar plexus or your sacral, or in your root. And easily and effortlessly place it in to that part of your body. And take a deep breath. And feel what it feels like to have that gift, that energetic gift given to you. And so now I'd like you to go talk to your divine self, your true higher self that's right there in front of you, that is a mirror of you now, with no limiting decisions, no negative emotions, no parts. And I'd like you to thank your higher self for being here. Give it gratitude and love, and then ask for your gift. And take that gift and put it in your hands as it turns into that amazing ball of energy. And then ask that energy, where in your body does it want to live? And place that energy in your body. And then take a deep breath, feeling what you feel, see what you see, hear what you hear. And I'd like you just one more time to thank them all as they leave your garden. And as your grounding cord and connection to Source go back to normal size, your intuition is there with you. I want you to thank your intuition as you walk out of the garden, knowing you can come back and visit at any time. Your intuition knows the way. And you start back up the path as the garden gets further and further away. As with each step you take, you get closer and closer back to the physical world. Take one step, 2 step, and you notice your breathing. Your 3rd and 4th step, you notice you can start wiggling your toes and your feet. 5 and 6 steps more, you can start wiggling your fingers, your hands. 7 and 8, start rolling your shoulders, moving your head, becoming more and more aware of your physical body. And then with steps 9 and 10, you become fully awake and fully aware and back in your space. Now you can take those steps as fast or as slow as you want till you become fully aware. I would encourage you now to journal around the learnings, your gifts, and your inspired actions. Know that you are whole and complete, and you are connected to Source and your intuition, and you have the answers inside of you. And you deserve to have everything that your heart desires. If you can imagine it, you can have it. Journal about your 10-year vision. Journal about your end-of-year vision. Journal about your learnings and your gifts. And just know how loved you are. So thank you for listening and participating in our meditation today. And we'll see you on the next meditation.